Hello. Welcome to BGCS News. I'm Tanner Walker.
And I'm Vanessa Esquire. BGCS News is a news program that will cover Beech Grove schools.
Each episode will cover a different school.
On today's episode, we'll be looking at Beech Grove High School. To begin, we'll be looking at some of the lesser-known classes that Beech Grove High School offers.
The play and the musical are just two of the many productions that are put on at Beech Grove High School. Stagecraft is a class of skilled students who put together sets, build props, and run shows. Quentin Hill has the story.
Both the Chorale Society and the Drama Club are two successful entertainment groups here at Beech Grove High School. Neither of these groups could obtain their success without the help of the fellow Stagecrafters.
Stagecraft is basically a class for technical theater, which means it's going to take care of all productions at the high school. Convocations, it's going to take care of plays, musical events, any outside group that comes in. Stagecraft is basically a vocational type course, which means you can get a job from the skills you've learned in Stagecraft. Benefits, you get access to the school. Now that sounds kind of shady and all, but I need people I can trust. I need people that I can depend on. And those are great qualities for any employer.
Being an underfunded class at the high school, the Stagecrafters are kept very busy throughout the year.
We set up BG Idol from start to finish. The kids will design how the stage looks to the audience, how the stage looks as far as setup and risers and height and shells and lights. They set up where people stand and move. They are basically the entire creativity and creative promotion or project design team for that.
Even though the Stagecrafters are kept very busy throughout the year, the class isn't just all work.
I like doing the dance competitions and sitting in the booth and doing spotlight because you get to see all these people dance, and a lot of times they're really good dances. Attitude-wise, you would probably need to be very responsible, and you need to be you need to show initiative. You hang out with a lot of friends in like band and choir, mostly choir, and we put on productions and stuff. So we socialize with those people.
This class is open to sophomores and up. If you're eligible and would like to know more, come talk to Mr. Bradford in the band room during resource for more details.
Another production class at Beech Grove High School is the video production class that is in charge of the daily video announcements. This year, a new teacher and a new class has given the video announcements a makeover. To see what they have come up with, we go to Devin Stout.
Beech Grove High School video announcements have come a long way this year with a new teacher, new technology, and a new show called Swarmed.
The announcements have changed a lot because they were normally just announcements, and we changed it to a show called Swarmed, and it's more student-oriented with like YouTube videos and pictures, and it's more interactive and has the announcements in it too, but it has a lot more. I like how we can be creative and make our own stories.
The announcements used to be filmed here, where they were more serious and less entertaining. Since then, they have transitioned to a newer set, which is more appealing to students.
When I first came here, the announcements were just read. They were just announcements, and they weren't really a TV show. And we wanted to make it more like a real TV show, so we created Swarmed, which has the announcements in it, but it's also YouTube videos and pictures, and more directed towards the students than just announcements. You know, and it's still as informative as the other show because we still do announcements, but it's more fun.
The students work various jobs to help the announcements run smoothly on a daily basis. Even though the announcements have come a long way, Mr. Kraft and the students have huge plans for the future.
We want to add some more teacher interviews and highlight some of Beech Grove's more interesting students, and we'd also like to add in some more sports.
Stagecraft in the video production offers students real-world hands-on experiences. The School to Career program does the same by offering students the opportunity to leave school and work a real job for high school credits. Mara Manners has the story.
Every day, 7 students leave Beech Grove High School to their career of choice. They are currently involved in the School to Career program, which sends Beech Grove students into the community and are distributed to the schools throughout Beech Grove through cadet teaching. If they're in cadet teaching, then they can go to the middle schools or the intermediate schools, and if they're in School to Career, they can go to places such as the hospital or any other place depending on their career choice.
In School to Career this year, we've had about 10 students participating. doing all types of different placements. But it's been about 6 or 7 a semester, but some of them are repeaters. Really, the careers are kind of more geared toward if the student can, what the student interest is. So we have contacts, of course, in nursing, in the school corporation. We have contacts with some political parties. There's an indie sports complex on the north side that said they'll take interns. So if you're interested in business, we have contacts there, or you can find your own.
Many seniors are participating in the program this year and are going into a wide variety of studies to prepare them for future education and jobs. Senior Shelby Foltz has been participating in this program this past semester.
I go to St. Francis South Hospital every other day for 2 class periods in the morning, and I shadow nurses in the women and children's area, labor and delivery, postpartum, and I like the program a lot. I think it's really good. It's helped me get an idea of what I'm going to school for and what that will entail as I go through my schooling.
If you are interested in the school career program, please see Mr. Starks.
The School to Career program helps high school students make choices about their futures. Beech Grove hopes that this next class does the same by offering students a look into many careers. Tyler Fisher is going to show us an inside peek into the new life science programs.
Starting in the 2012-2013 school year, Beech Grove High School will offer Applied Life Science. This will be the first year that this class has ever been offered at Beech Grove.
Applied Life Science is more than just a class. It's a series of classes. And the reason we're offering it, there's a couple. One, it makes us different than some of the surrounding schools. It gives us something that might draw students or interest students in coming to Beech Grove. Plus, it offers the students who are already at Beech Grove some new experiences or opportunities that they wouldn't have had before.
Beech Grove believes this class is necessary because there are all sorts of career choices in this field. We spoke to a few FFA officers who have taken this class in high school and know all the benefits.
And later on in life, the life sciences class will prepare students because of all the career opportunities that are available through this program and through taking the classes. They'll learn about thousands of careers that they can get into, about the world in general, about sciences, about natural resources, animals, anything that they're interested in. And it'll just kind of be used as building blocks to find out what they want to do for the rest of their life.
There's so many opportunities you can gain from this. Actually, your career might depend on it because there are so many job opportunities you can gain from being in this program.
Job opportunities that Beech Grove hopes its students will take full advantage of.
Because the science department is preparing for the new life science program, Beech Grove High School has added 2 new science teachers. Laurel Coyne has the story.
Staff and students alike are very excited for the changes in the science departments at Beech Grove High School, including the hiring of 2 new teachers.
Mr. Kinder student taught here for a semester of this school year for Mr. Banks in the science department. He's a very good and up-and-coming young teacher, seems to have a very good relationship with the students and has a very extensive knowledge of his subject matter.
My favorite realm of biology was anatomy in college, so I'm glad to actually get a chance to actually teach that now. I actually student taught here for the first 9 weeks last semester, and I was able to get a feel for the community and Beech Grove, and I thought it was a really good place, and I would like to be a part of it. An opportunity came up second semester, so I grabbed a hold of it, and now I'm here.
The science department at Beech Grove High School is expanding and incorporating new programs and classes such as agriculture and career pathways.
Mr. Miles comes to us, I believe, from Shelbyville High School. He has been a classroom teacher before. Again, very extensive knowledge of the content and subject matter. Seems to have formed a good relationship with the students in the short time he's here. I did have a chance to meet Mr. Miles' wife and 2 children the other night at the girls' basketball sectional. He has a wonderful family.
I'm a biology teacher here at the high school. I'm a graduate of Franklin Community High School, 1988. I also graduated from Wabash College in 1992. Hopefully I can bring a little bit of a outside influence on the school with my agricultural and environmental health background.
Beech Grove High School has happily gained 2 new teachers in the science department. We now have Mr. Kinder and Mr. Miles, who are well qualified to do biology in our space.
We expect them to do the very best that they can in educating our children here relative to the subjects they teach.
I graduated from Logansport High School. It's about an hour and a half up north. Interesting fact, we were called the Berries. Our mascot was Felix the Cat. People usually get a kick out of that, so I thought I'd mention it. I went to college right up the road at University of Indianapolis. I studied life science education, yes.
We hired Mr. Kinder and Mr. Miles because Mr. English has been reassigned to the Career Pathways Academy, the Applied Life Science Academy, and Mr. Banks has been reassigned to the development of the Applied Life Science Academy.
In addition to educational programs, Beech Grove also offers many extracurricular opportunities for students.
We're going to look at 3 teams making news in Beech Grove High School.
Emily Combs is reporting on how the girls' swim team made waves this year.
Beech Grove High School offers its students many athletic possibilities. One of the lesser-known teams is the girls' swimming and diving team, coached by Mrs. Lamar and Mr. Wilder.
Our team did really well. Our numbers started out really low. They continued to decrease throughout the season, actually. So the number of meets that we're capable of winning is not going to be great.
This year was not the best for the team, and they finished with a record of 2-13. They placed 5th at the ICC and 6th at the BG Invite.
We did have a lot of times that were cut considerably. Dakota Hopkins, for one, she came in as a freshman. She cut probably 20 seconds, off of many of her events this year. Sarah Palma, of course, continued to decrease her times. Reese Johnson always strives to be the best swimmer she can. And Rebecca Goodman, of course, she came in as a first-year swimmer, and her stroke is by far better than some of the other strokes I've seen culminating in the other types of teams that I've seen.
Mrs. Lamar is in her 4th year here at BGHS. Along with coaching swimming, she teaches earth-space science.
February 2nd was the end of the girls' swim season. Thursday night were our sectionals that week, and Saturday were the finals of our sectionals. Overall, we placed pretty well, and I was very happy with the outcome. Everyone reduced their times at this meet and had our fastest times at the end of the season, which is your best predicted results. So they all did really well, and we weren't really competing against other schools, but we're competing against ourselves. The reasons for joining a swim team are going to be different for different people, but it's great exercise, and it teaches you how to swim and how to swim fast.
If you want to know more about the swim team or are interested in joining next year, please see Mrs. Lamar in room 114 for more details.
Our wrestlers have had an up-down season. Coach Saxeter has high hopes for the future. Vanessa Esquire has the story. The Beech Grove wrestlers have their daily practices in this wrestling room. Each day they do their basic warm-ups, drills, and they even wrestle live. They have red flag days where they practice extra hard for an hour. Even the coaches, Kraft and Saxeter, are hard at work training their wrestlers.
My favorite moment of this year was when Tony won the sectionals. He pinned his kid in the first period, and it looked real good, and that kind of got us excited about the postseason.
Beech Grove's own 2011-2012 wrestling team had an okay record. Even though it's been a rough year, they had individual success, especially from senior Tony Ginn. He was a standout wrestler, making it to semi-state with a record of 38-6, the furthest he has ever been.
I wrestled for 10 years, and I wrestled for Beech Grove my whole life, but I did some off-season camps that wasn't really with the school or with anything. My best year was this year, my senior year, because of how far I made it and all the success that came with it this year. My best match this year was in the sectional finals, where I pinned the number 16th ranked kid in the state in just a minute to win the sectional finals. And the worst match was Marion County finals, where I got beat 11-2, which is pretty bad. Regionals, I went through regionals real good, lost in the finals 3-2, and semi-state. Going to semi-state sick, and then lost the round to go to state 3-2, so wasn't my best.
Beech Grove's wrestling team is only graduating 3 seniors this year, so that means that there will be a lot of returning varsity wrestlers next year. Coach Saxeter is hopeful that next season will be even more successful.
I think we had a pretty good season as far as we didn't have a lot of kids out this year, and we had a lot of people that decided not to come out. So with the kids that we had, I think we performed pretty well. We didn't have a winning season, but I think the kids progressed. The hardest part is trying to fill a team with a lot of young kids that don't have any experience. So by the end, we were hoping that we'd have more of a solid group of kids as they gained experience along the way. But that's probably the most difficult part, trying to fill a team with inexperienced kids. The best part was probably Tony Jen's run at the end of the season here. He put himself in a real good position to go to state. He fell 1 match short, so that was probably the highlight of it. Just that, unfortunately, that's kind of the downside, too, of the end of it, where we didn't make it onto the state tournament. But he had a real good run at the end.
Spring is in the air, and that means baseball is right around the corner. With a new coach and some senior leadership, the Hornets are looking for some big success this year. To preview this season is Peyton Hensley.
The Beech Grove varsity baseball team plans to turn around a failing program by putting in a new coach and working hard in the offseason.
You know, the guys, they come and hit at the facility 7 days a week. You know, they've worked harder than what they've worked last year. You know, I'm excited going into this season. They've put a lot of hard work and effort into it.
Because of these new implications, the team looks better, and the team as a whole is cooperating better.
Coach and a new group of guys, everything will be a lot better this year. The coach, he started a facility, and then he basically puts in a lot more time than anyone else has ever before, and I think he's changing Beech Grove baseball.
The seniors have impacted the younger group players by making them strive to be better players, not only for themselves, but for the team.
Our role is to basically be a leader for everybody else and set the tone.
That's all the time we have for this episode of BGCS News.
Be sure to join us next time when we will be looking at what's going on in the Beech Grove Middle School.
I'm Vanessa Esquire.
And I'm Tanner Walker. Thanks for watching.